go.
Okay, now we're going to do these into Easter muffins, and we've got some little chocolate things, and I painstakingly got 2 pupils to count these out. These work out only a penny, just over a penny each. These were, they reckon there's 83 in here, and I think they're 99p. And we got the bigger ones somewhere. Oh, here are, these ones work out about 3 times as much money per egg. So we'll try and split them up. So I need to make the buttercream. So one of the questions on the thing was how much is it? On here it says twice as much icing sugar. That's what I normally do. So I've got 100 grams of butter in there. Now you can sieve this in if you don't want the lumps in, or you can just put it in and whisk it in. But I'm just going to sieve it. I don't always sieve it, but sometimes it's quite lumpy. So in here, sieve it straight in, or weigh it, then sieve it. So that's about right. I know I'm doing double the amount. So that should be 200 grams of this. So this will make more than 6. Now, when my pupils, obviously, if we are supplying the food, they're going to get 50 grams of butter and 100 grams of icing sugar. This is double the amount. Yeah, so you won't get quite this amount. So when you use the whisk with this, you'll have to be careful you don't put it on full speed, otherwise you get a bit of a sandstorm, so be careful here. All like that, you see that? I can mix it up with a spoon first, or it might be best to melt the butter. If the butter's hard, like straight out the fridge, you'll need to soften it a little bit. If you're doing it on the machine, you can put it round a tea towel around it, so you have to be a bit careful there. This should be alright. What I should have done is put a little bit of icing sugar in it, and then added the rest of it. That might have been better actually, yeah? You can, some people add a tiny bit of milk to this. Maybe we'll do this as well. So this should be alright. It doesn't look like it's mixing up yet. Yeah. So I've got 200 grams of icing sugar, 100 grams of butter. It's getting there. I might get a little bit of milk in it. So it's, if it doesn't, I'll put some milk in it. So now it's getting thicker. Now it's thick. Now I can put some vanilla in it, or chocolate. So hands up, don't call out. Hands up for vanilla. And hands up for chocolate. Oh, nearly all of them have chocolate, so I'll do one plain, but I haven't got any vanilla, so I'll just do it plain. Oh, don't forget the thing on the side here. So, if you haven't got enough, when you do this, we'll split the buttercream up to make it fair. You might not be able to decorate all of them, right? So we'll be able to decorate most of them. So with the piping bag, secret with this, roll it down your hand, get the tablespoon. I'm going to put a bit in, then I'm going to whisk some chocolate in. So this is just enough for one. These have been out a while. I'm just going to put a little bit more in, then I'm going to push it out. It's going to be hard to pipe nearly empty. So I normally put a bit of flavouring in this, a bit of vanilla flavour, and make it taste a bit better. So this is real butter, but you could use margarine, but obviously it's slightly better with butter. So we go in here, like so. Then this one, I'm going to just take it all out because everybody else said chocolate. Yeah. So then what we do is we just put a bit of cocoa in. We can either sieve it in. Now we have to be careful when we put it on again, otherwise we make the mess. So I put in about a tablespoon, or just over a tablespoon, a rounded tablespoon, I reckon that was. Yeah, don't put too much in, otherwise it'll be bitter. Oh, I took them out. I didn't need to take them out because I'm doing the chocolate. So, and you can do different flavours. You can put lemon in it, gives it a lemony flavour. You can get the different essences as well. Melted chocolate you can put in it. This is up. On the side again. Then push the things and then turn it up. They go straight in the sink out the way, or you can wipe them off and eat them. Now, I've got the buns in the oven, so I'm just going to double check I didn't burn them. Hopefully somebody put the timer on. These smell like they're done. That's what, oh, so these look like they're done. They're the hot cross buns for this week. And cinnamon buns, I reckon they're about done. The rule is make sure you have the cooling mat out. So I've got the cooling mat here. Now I can brush them, by the way, with either golden syrup, sugar, or apricot jam. That's what you're going to brush them with when they come out. So make sure yours aren't burning,
Did
girls.
you say 5 or 10 minutes?
Well, you can have a quick double check of them though. Because some have got theirs in the oven, because ones need to go over today. So I got her to put hers in with me. But put the timer on though, just for about 3 minutes so you don't burn them, because you don't want them burning because bread goes dry easily. So they're about right, by the way. Now these ones here, let's see if I've got enough for 6. And now this one's a two-tone one, because some vanilla and some chocolate. I don't mind that, so that's okay. Some people actually would like that. This is going to do more than 6. You might only get enough to put cream on 3 of them, but we might have some icing left or something you can put on it, because the butter is more expensive than the sugar. So 3 of them on there, and I've got some left here, and I've got a bit left. So I reckon half of that would probably make enough for 6 if you're tight, or maybe 5. Now with these, I've got these. So you're only going to get one of these each next week. I've got one of these, you get one of these. So you can either, so I'm going to get one of these, I'm going to put these in one of the chocolate ones. That would look good in a big round cake really, rather than, but I just bought some of these. Now these ones here, I'm going to put 3 little eggs in this one, 3 different colours. Yeah, if they're the big ones, to save money, obviously, they're the same value. I'm just going to put 1 big one in. Obviously, you could put more, but these are the most expensive bits, so I'm just trying to keep the cost down. So these go in here, 1 in there like that. But I think value for money, 3 little ones look better than a big one. Now you can do some other things and pipe them with some little different coloured fresh chocolate, which would be good. Now this is a simnel cake which has got marzipan inside. Something here. So I've got Easter written here with these little wooden bits I've got. This is the first time I've used these. I must have bought these a fair few years ago, but I forgot I had them. So I'm going to do one with cocoa. Oh, and it screws on and rips it off. Now I'm going to put it on with cocoa on the white plate. The only trouble is, I reckon it's going to be really hard. You can write anything, but it's really hard to lift them up. So I've got the little thing here. I'm just struggling to lift it up now. I might be better with a sharp knife. That's the only trouble with this. I've not used them before. It's going to be hard to lift them up. As you see, I'm struggling to lift them up. They are. We'll see if it writes Easter in a minute. So what I normally do, I get the CDT guys to make them out of plastic, and you can lift it all up in one go. It does say Easter, but it's not quite as good as I thought. I've finished with my oven, so I will need to turn that off. So I'm turning my oven off, I've finished with that. This one here, I'm going to sprinkle with something as well, so I'm just going to put one of those on there, the white one of those, and these ones on here, but I could sprinkle something on there and take them off as well. Thank you.